I volunteered for the Newsboys selling papers. That was my first experience with the Newsboys, and it was sort of on a whim. I didn't know a lot about the Newsboys, and I spent the day with a gentleman named MARKLAND. We talked, he told me the history of the old Newsboys, and really drew me in. I love the history of Toledo, and being part of the history of the old Newsboys was special to me.
The members come from all walks of life. We have a common bond, and we share the same thoughts and beliefs of taking care of the needy children of the Toledo area.
I got involved with the old Newsboys because I really wanted to give back. The old Newsboys, I know, have been around for a very long time, and that's why I really feel like it's my turn to give back to the old Newsboys.
I joined the Old Newsboys organization in 2008. I learned very quickly that it's a worthwhile organization with a unique meaning in the community.
The thing that really brought my attention to the old Newsboys is, one, that all the money is going directly to the mission, to perpetuating the mission, and the mission is a great one. No child shall miss school for lack of shoes or coat. You can't argue with that. It's a great, great goal.
There's nobody on the board, nobody in the organization is being paid for their work. Everybody volunteers their time. Everything that's given to us is given straight back to the kids.
Certainly the Old Newsboys is unique because we give every child a brand new coat, shoes, and new this year, hats and gloves. That's a huge thing to me, and that's my favorite thing about what we do, because I always think about how empowering that is to those children and those families.
They get to choose something new, not a hand-me-down, not something that's been worn by their big brother, but something new, and that's special.
I think the biggest thing that I get a kick out of is when I'm selling papers on the street and I sell something to somebody that maybe looks like they can't afford much, and then they tell me a story about how they were helped. It's a good feeling.
I think the one thing that stands out for me is when we have our paper drive every year, these carfuls of families and kids that show up pull off into a parking lot to make their donations. Sometimes the kids have saved their change, sometimes the parents have these checks pre-written. They know that date is coming, they know where we're going to be, and they're ready to give.
I love being part of my community. I love being part of something that's bigger than me. I love being part of something that was here before me and is going to carry on after me. I look forward to having my son and grandson be part of the old Newsboys.
Recently there was a family that had a fire. I showed up the next day at the school and gave the principal a Anderson's gift card to give to that student, and just the look on that principal's face was amazing. And then the next day he wrote me a letter that he delivered that gift card to that student's grandmother, and the look on her face, I guess, was even more incredible. That's what makes it worthwhile.
If you really want to make a difference in the Toledo area, join the Old Newsboys. There's not a huge time commitment. You'd receive great fulfillment as you help us with our paper sale, and it can make a difference throughout the whole year.